Hey everybody, welcome back to the homestead. Today I need to make some rabbit nesting boxes. I've been procrastinating and now they're like getting ready to start having their babies and I still need to make two nesting boxes, so I have to get it done today. Other than that, we've been doing a lot of repairs. We've been kind of disappointed with our greenhouse. Um, it got cold, there was a lot of wind, the storm came through and it really messed up our greenhouse. Before I did some repairs in a previous video, and I was hoping that that would fix the issue and hold it together, but it did not at all. It ended up, when the wind kicked in, when the cold front came in, it ended up blowing half the greenhouse tarp up and off, and it ripped it. So only about half of it was covered, and it was cold at the time, so the plants inside took a hit. Um, Yeah, we were really disappointed. The plastic is supposed to be really good quality, and it didn't even last a full year. Hell, it really didn't even last the summer and fall. The Texas sun just baked one side of the greenhouse, and then it got, just enough flaky for it to crack. And the wind picked it up. We're on top of a hill, so we got a lot of wind, and that wind really picked up that tarp and just went with it, ripped it. So I'll show you guys what we did. Is we ended up trying to repair and lay that original tarp back down as much as we could and secure it, and then we just got some more plastic, laid that on top and taped that down, and then the shade cloth that we originally had zip tied up on the inside of the greenhouse, we took it down and instead we put it on the outside, so that way hopefully it will hold the plastic down from the wind trying to pick it up. It'll hold it down so it won't get picked up by the wind and start ripping again or anything, and hopefully make it last longer. And the shade cloth will not only give the greenhouse inside shade, but it'll kind of shade the plastic too, so it doesn't get messed up by the sun so quickly, But we're still just disappointed, Like when we first built this thing, we tried to make it nice and cute, and now we're just going for making it last and work properly, But we had to get out here quick and do this because we needed to get it done before it rained or stormed again, or high winds, and it would just tear it up and make it even worse, because it was so open that if it rained, it would have got all this electrical stuff in there wet, and we did not want to risk any of that. So yeah, we had to reconfigure how we're doing this. See, some of these plants took a hit pretty good, but for the most part, I think everything will survive. They'll make a comeback, These pepper plants, man, look, they're putting out new flowers. Bell peppers, jalapeno peppers growing. Then we got all our stuff that we're putting in here for over the winter. Fig tree back there still doing all right. And then I wanted to show y'all these two fig cuttings I got. They're one of them's actually growing a fig. So I'll be potting those soon, as soon as the roots get better, a little bigger and stronger looking. But I'm really surprised about these pepper plants, though. They, even out in the ones that we left out in the garden, they're doing really good too. I'll show you guys that. I'm surprised. It's middle of November. Yeah, middle of November. And I think they're growing better now than they did in the spring and summer. Maybe because they're already grown and established, now it's cooling off. They're getting that spurt or whatever, because during the spring, they're just trying to get their footing. So that might be why. But I just wasn't expecting the pepper plants to be doing so well this late in the year. But they're growing more peppers than we're eating now. During the spring and summer, I come out here every day and eat these peppers because I love eating the fresh tomatoes with the fresh jalapenos and bell peppers. But now that our tomato plants are done out here, we don't really come out here for peppers as much for salsa and to eat them fresh. But they are still growing strong. I'll show you guys. I think this is like the biggest jalapeno we've had all year. There's just a ton of these guys. That one's old. It's like, can't harvest them fast enough. See, we got another damn ant bed. I'm telling you, man, these ants lately are going crazy. But look at all these peppers. It's just full of peppers. And there's more flowers growing. Oh, there's another nice one. I'll have to save those or buy some tomatoes to make salsa. See all these flowers? See, our tomato plants, they're done. They are done. But not these pepper plants. They're still growing strong. All right, now time to get started on these nesting boxes for the rabbits. So that first one right there, she's not old enough. So we're not really worried about her, but while I'm building boxes, might as well build her one. And then Maggie, she's got her nesting box in there, ready to go. This one, she's got her nesting box, but she still needs a nesting box. So we're gonna make her one and the one down here one. Real quick though, I just need to measure this. That way I make sure I don't make them too big, because I did that before and they wouldn't fit in here. So it has to be under 11 and a half. 11 and a half wide. And 11 and a half tall. All right, just to make sure, because I will mess it up. So this board is left over from building the greenhouse. I'm gonna try to use mainly this because it's still really good wood. It's the right size and thickness that I want for the nesting boxes. So, and this is plenty. It should do. So these are the floors. So I'm marking them at 19 inches. And then the wall, all the walls and sides are going to be put on top of it. So then I just need to measure, they'll cut an inch off because this is 12 inches. So I'll cut an inch off. That way there's plenty of room for it to fit in the doorway. Let's see how well this works. Looks like it worked good. All right, so those are the bases. Now we just need to make the sides and the little front strip to hold the babies in. So it looks like we don't have enough wood for 2, but that's all right. I got some more wood. One down, one to go. Cut these a little short. It could have been better, but they'll do. Now we just gotta put these in there. Well, one of them. One of them's not ready. Doesn't need it. We'll take them both over there anyway. So one will go in there eventually, right? Like I said, she's not old enough to be bred yet. So we'll set this over here. That'll be her box when she's ready. Then we'll go ahead and put this one in here because she is ready. She's been bred. Hopefully she's gonna have babies. Hopefully it took. We did watch the male fall off 3 times, so hopefully it took. And so, well, there's your water. We'll put it in this way. Watch out, girl. So hopefully she'll start grabbing that hay and making a bed in there like the others have started doing because they're getting ready to give birth. But we'll see. Fingers crossed. See how comfortable she just looks in there? Yeah. She's the only female out of all of these now that have actually given birth. She's our oldest female, but we need to replace her soon. That's why we've been stacking up on new females, and then we're gonna get one more and replace her because she's given us quite a lot of babies. She's ready for retirement, aka the freezer. You can't barely see these guys. Now we're all set, ready for them to start giving birth to their babies. We're hoping for a lot because we actually plan on selling these when it comes time for the Poultry Trade Days event here in our local area. By that time, they'll be adults and ready to breed. And so, we're looking forward to selling those there at that event. And then we're going to have another couple runs to have as babies to sell there as well. So we want to have adults and babies to sell. So hopefully we'll get some really cool ones. The cool patterns usually sell a lot easier and faster than the plainer ones. But yeah, we're hoping for a lot and some really cool designs. Hopefully that way they'll sell fast. But we got some other stuff coming up shortly. So stay tuned. We're going to be doing some major chicken shuffling around and adding some new additions and then moving things around. We got some chickens that we haven't been breeding that we're going to start separating and breeding those out to sell as well. Right now they're just in gin pop, but we're going to actually start breeding them because we have the male and female. So why not just specifically breed those together? Then we could sell the hatching eggs. But that's the plan anyway. Them goats, man. I already done fed them. I don't know if you can see D over there. The second we come out here, she's like, man, man. I think she wants animal crackers, but I don't have animal crackers right now. What y'all fussing about? Huh? What? Y'all done ate all that food, huh? Y'all ain't waste any time. What's up, Flash? D. Hmm. Yeah. Little Maple down there. Appa. Leo over there being shy. What's up, Leo? I see you. Okay. All y'all do is eat. Eat and make noise and get into stuff you're not supposed to. Yeah. At least you let us touch you now. Thanks to animal crackers. You're willing to let us touch you if it means you can get animal crackers. So Dee over there, she's actually old enough now to breed. And originally we were wanting to this year, but I think we're going to wait a while before we breed her. One, we just really ain't got the money right now. I'm scared of her popping out 2 or 3 babies and really struggling to pay for feed for them and for our family. So we're gonna wait a little bit. But she is old enough to breed, and where you have a breeder lined up, just pretty much whenever we're ready, we'll hand her off to them for a little bit, and they'll get her bred, and they actually do an ultrasound and all that stuff to make sure that she's pregnant. They can tell us how many babies she's got and all that before she gives them back to us. So that's pretty cool, and it's not that expensive. We can afford that. That's just a one-time payment. It's the care, the shots, and the medicine and the feed afterwards, because then that's more goats, you know. And right now we're getting by with 3, and one of them's really small, doesn't really eat that much. But yeah, we're just gonna wait a little bit and see. But yeah, we're excited. We want to start raising boar goats. She's a full-blooded registered goat, so we're gonna breed her with another full-blooded registered buck, and so that will actually help us bring in revenue when it's time to sell them, sell the babies off, you know. But right now, like I said, we're just a little bit tight on money right now, so we're gonna hold off. Plus, because of all this chicken stuff going on, that's where all the money's going to right now is chickens. Chickens are a lot easier and cheaper than goats, so it's a lot easier for us to get sucked into chickens and different breeds of chickens, you know. But I still eventually want to have pigs, but that's on a whole other level of financial stability that I need to reach first, you know, before I can start doing the pigs, you know. But that is a goal of mine, back behind this barn, to have a section for pigs, you know. And we've gone over so many different pig breeds and researching them and all that stuff, and we keep changing our mind about what pigs we want. At first, Melissa wanted the coons, you know, because that's the fad with all the homesteaders and everything on YouTube. But they take a really long time to mature. Is it really worth that time and expense for feed for a slightly better meat taste? Maybe, I don't know. So, and then she wanted some other, I can't even remember the name of the breed, but it's got curly hair. They're supposed to taste really great, but they're ultra rare around here in these parts of Texas. So they're like hard to get our hands on them, and they're really expensive because of that too. But supposedly they have like one of the best tasting meat. Or I'd just be fine with just some standard feeder pigs that grow up 6 months. They're ready to butcher and good to go and fill the freezer up. That's what I want. I want a freezer full of meat stockpiled for us, you know. I don't really care what breed they are, but one day, I think about it every day. Every day I go back there, I'm like, all right, that's gonna be the pig area over there. Yeah, just gotta have the money to set it up and get it going. Buy the pigs, get them bred, have enough feed for them and the babies until we can butcher them or sell them one day. I'm excited. And I want the boys to grow up seeing all of this and getting experience dealing with animals, knowing where our food comes from, all that. I think it's important. I never grew up like that. I grew up in the inner city, so this I'm learning as I go, you know. But I love it. I just want my kids to grow up like that, you know, as best as I can let them. Here comes Mama. All right, well, Melissa wasn't just coming out here to chit chat with me. She had some chores for me to do. So what I'm going to do now is lay some of this poison out, because one problem that I don't know if any other homesteaders or anybody has problems with this, but we got field mice out here, field rats, constantly coming around and making nests under stuff. And the main issue with them is that they eat the chicken feed, and sometimes they'll take some eggs. So we can't have that. So we got to kill them. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to lay this out underneath the coop, because that's where they're at. And the chickens can't get under there, so we ain't got to worry about them getting this. And by the time we move that coop again, this will be gone, or no longer viable poison by that time. So we got to get this in, and hopefully it will get rid of the rats in this area. I would say field mice, but they're just really big. I really don't think they're field mice. I think they're monstrous field rats, but we'll see. Let's see if there's any eggs in here before I... Oh, she's sitting on them.
How many is she sitting on?
I could see them protruding from the side of her.
Oh my gosh, I just pulled a bunch out.
Okay, well, we're gonna have to... Well, crap. Are you letting her incubate these, or?
No, I
no?
wasn't.
Pull them? Okay, then I'll pull them out. Watch out, girl.
We don't need those.
Oh my God, hon. You ready for this?
Yeah.
I'm gonna set them right here. You ready?
Good. I want to see. Because it's only been a couple days. Was it a dream? Did I dream that I
Yeah, you thought you pulled them out. Look at that.
Oh my God.
Watch out, girl. Get out. I gotta lift this up. So when did you say you...
I thought it was a couple days ago because I pulled everybody's eggs.
They've been busy. All right, I'm gonna lift this up. Let's see.
Hold on, I want to see if we can see anything you want. If they do, where are they going to run to?
Well, I'm gonna lift it up this way.
Okay. Let's see.
Nope.
Oh, they're in there though. You see them moving?
No. In there?
To the right.
Over here?
Yep, in there, in that middle. I just saw it moving.
So I don't want to I want them to stay in there right now. That way we can lay this and they'll be comfortable and they'll eat it.
Oh, he's coming out.
But I don't want them to get scared and run off.
No, he's coming out.
So I'm just gonna lay... Oh, I see over here. So we'll just kind of gently...
Just make sure that's not where the chickens can get to it.
Yeah, so the board is right here. So the chickens can't get... And they can't get right there. But I'll scoot that just in case. Little area.
I see them moving around in there.
And hopefully they'll be like, oh, they're so nice. They're giving us food. Yeah, we're giving you food.
Who can pass up free food?
And then we'll just kind of leave this right there. You think I should add another one, or you think that's good?
I think that one's good.
Okay, because there's still, this is like a quarter in there. If they're really hungry, they can rip that bag open and get it. But hopefully that'll be good and get rid of these guys. And we can save money on our feed bill because they'll won't be around to eat all our chicken feed instead of the chickens getting it. All right. Now we just gotta carry these eggs out of here. You mad, girl?
So mad.
Yeah, I can't. I wonder if they make shirts specifically for holding eggs in, you know, like the
aprons, but a shirt.
Yeah, like a shirt with an extra
I mean, I'm sure
tail at the front.
So
yeah, that'd be cool. Because I know damn well we ain't the only ones that do this. No. Oh my gosh. Yeah. All right, I'm sorry. I'm leaving. I'm leaving. She hates it when we take her eggs. No, girl. Don't worry. You got some new friends coming soon.
You see what popped up after rain?
Yeah, more freaking ant beds, I swear. There's one on one of the jalapeno plants I showed them earlier. Brand new big ant bed right on the jalapeno plant. What is going on? Like, we can't get rid of ants, but well guys, I think that's gonna do it for this video. She is pissed. But if you liked the video, if you wouldn't mind liking and subscribing, we'd appreciate it. And with that, I hope everybody has a great day. Those aren't chemtrails, hon. They're, what are they called now?
Cloud seeding.
Cloud seeding. So now, so it's okay now. They changed the name of it. So we'll get more rain in the next 3. I'll say 3. You okay? We'll see who's closer. 2 days or 3 days. All right, bye guys.